Hey guys, Coinbase, one of the largest crypto exchanges, is launching its Optimism-based blockchain called Base. How can Optimism token repeat the history of Binance Coin and grow tenfold? Why is now the best time to pay attention to Optimism? And when to buy and sell OP? Also, how to get Optimism worth thousands of dollars for free. Let's figure it all out now. Optimism is a low-cost and lightning-fast Ethereum L2 blockchain. It uses Ethereum security as a foundation and allows you to scale the blockchain. If it works on Ethereum, it works on Optimism at a fraction of the cost. Optimism is led by the Optimism Foundation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to growing the Optimism ecosystem. Optimism has almost $1 billion in liquidity and ranks 7th among all blockchains by this measure. And in the last month, the liquidity has increased by 40%. Money is flowing into Optimism. Optimism raised $180 million from the biggest investors: Paradigm, Coinbase Ventures, Andreessen Horowitz. In addition to the cool investors, Optimism has a strong community of 400,000 followers on Twitter, constant activity, airdrops for active users, and a nice UX/UI design for all applications. Optimism's blockchain has an OP control token, but it uses Ethereum to pay for transactions. It begs the question, why does it need the token and what is it worth? The current uses for OP include governance. OP token holders are part of a bicameral system where OP token holders form a body to vote on certain governance matters. Rewards and ecosystem funding. OP tokens are airdropped to users and protocols which supported the Optimism ecosystem and will be distributed through the OP Governance Fund to future projects building on Optimism. A total of 4.3 billion OP tokens were issued. Right now, there are only 214 million on the market with a capitalization of almost $700 million, which isn't much. By comparison, similar blockchain Polygon has a capitalization of 11.7 billion, 18 times larger than Optimism. OP tokens were allocated as follows: 40% airdrop and retrodrop, that is rewards for past activity, 36% to investors and core contributors, and 25% to the ecosystem fund for project development. Everyone who wanted to sell tokens from airdrop last summer has already sold them, so there is no need to be afraid of a dump. But here's what's worth paying attention to. Right now, $7.5 million worth of OP tokens hit the market every day, and the biggest investors' unlock will begin on May 31 of this year. As you can see, there are more and more tokens in the market every day, and that puts a bit of pressure on the price. But similar to Solana and Flow, the funds will try to pump the token by May 31 before the unlock so they can sell for much higher prices later. On the other hand, with the new Coinbase partnership, OP indirectly becomes the token of the new Base blockchain, and funds will not want to sell such a promising asset. A similar situation happened with the BNB rate, which skyrocketed 20 times after the launch of its blockchain. So why would we pay attention to OP now?
3, 2, 1, fire!
Coinbase Exchange, which has more than 110 million users and $80 billion of assets on the platform, is launching an Ethereum L2 called Base. Base is designed to deliver the security and scalability of Ethereum at a fraction of the cost. It is built on the OP stack so that it can remain decentralized, permissionless, and open to anyone. For now, Base is running on the test network, but will soon enter the mainnet phase. Base isn't planning to issue its own token so as to not get in trouble with the regulator. Commissions will be paid in Ethereum. Base and Optimism L2 and all other chains built using the OP stack will eventually become a superchain. This will allow Optimism to become a kind of hub on which other blockchains will be launched. All of them will be compatible, and most importantly, a portion of the commission fees from Base and future blockchains will be paid to the Optimism Collective. In addition to revenue from commission fees, Optimism will get other bonuses. Base will bring Coinbase's on-chain products and user base into the superchain ecosystem. It will also attract developers to launch new products. Thus, the more Base's blockchain earns, the more Optimism will earn. I have no doubts about Base's success because the best developers, the largest funds, and the top exchange, which is traded on the Nasdaq, are behind this blockchain. We should not forget about the Optimism ecosystem, which is growing every day. My guess is that projects from the ecosystem will be the first to launch on Base, which will lead to hype and growth of their tokens. I would pay attention to such protocols as PERP, an analog of DYDX on Optimism, Velodrome, an analog of Uniswap on Optimism, and Sun Finance, an analog of Aave. Their tokens have already surged significantly, but it makes sense to consider buying during pullbacks. However, be aware of the risks, as they are always high in DeFi. Optimism has a huge chance of becoming a hub for major new blockchains and having tens of billions of dollars in capitalization in the future. So let's figure out where to buy and sell OP and how you can get it for free. OP is currently trading at $3, near its all-time high. If it were a bull market right now, a breakout trade could be considered. But since it's a bear market, I wouldn't buy that high and wait for a pullback into the $2 to $2.30 zone, from where you can start to form a position. Remember that OP has high inflation. Besides, 73% of all coins are still locked in and will eventually push the price down. Should Bitcoin and the crypto market weaken, I would expect a prolonged sideways trade between $2 and $3. The rate is unlikely to drop below $2. Only if Base Network were unsuccessful, slow, and centralized. But that scenario is improbable. My plan is to sell in the Fibonacci zones at $4.50, $7, and $9. I would suggest that you pay attention to the May 31 unlock date. Usually, people try to pump the token for such days, as it happened with DYDX. And if you are not going to buy a token, you can try to get it for free. Optimism has given away over $300 million worth of airdrop, and it will continue to do so. You can get a reward for completing quests and being active in apps. To do this, you need to add Optimism's network to MetaMask, withdraw Ethereum in Optimism's network to your wallet, and start doing official quests from Optimism. The first season is already over, so now we are just waiting for the next one. So, you learned what Optimism is, why you should pay attention to this project now, and how to earn on it. There's some great potential in Optimism, and there is a prospect to get into the top 10 cryptocurrencies in the future. In the meantime, research the market, analyze promising assets, and remember that in investments, it is better to check everything several times before investing your money. Thanks for watching your Coin Post.